Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and I have added a little bit of wet Meeden, M-E-E-D-E-N, Meeden paint. It's on my Amazon link to the edges of my canvas. I don't know how this is going to work because I want to do black and white stripes before I lay my swipe lines down the middle to pull. So let's just go for it and see how I start. I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about the bubbles. I'm not sure I should have to worry too much about anything, but, well, there is that. Okay, so I found out pretty quick you can't pre-prime the sides of your canvas up high. So let's just do that from both sides. I'm sure this is going to be a mess, but I had to know. And I don't think it's going to make any difference since it's a swipe. But the turntable is going to come in real handy. I do have turntables, by the way, on my Amazon link, along with the OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. Best paint spreading tool around. This is the little one. I usually use the big one. And in a moment, we're going to put the black in, and that ought to be really entertaining. I think. Pretty sure. Might want a different spatula for that. Or maybe I'd just be smart and clean this one off. I always wanted to do a bunch of black and white, but it always winds up so gray that I kind of scrap the process before I ever get started. But there will come a time, I'm sure. I'm just going to wipe that off. Maybe if I fall short, let's give it a try. Just push it. My blade. That worked better than I thought. The Meeden Black is amazing for coverage. I mean, I could definitely have what you could refer to as too much paint very easily because it covers so well. So I can go in between and add something else to cover those gaps, or I could just wait until afterwards and see what's left exposed. Or I could use the paint on the blade of my spatula and not worry about anything else. So that's kind of cool, plain and simple. Go right up the edge. I have today my Amsterdam Black swipe color with the pre-stained wood conditioner from Minwax, and you can always ask me about that recipe if you want to know. It's really simple. No Australian Floetrol necessary for this cell activator. You will need regular American Floetrol though, or whatever nationality of Floetrol actually is. Who knows? Does somebody know? I think there's Canadian Oetrol too, but I think pretty much whatever it is, if you put that Minwax wood conditioner, just some drops in there, you're going to get something that creates cells. Okay, it's time to stop fussing. Really? Okay. Let's scrape my paint off. Call it good. Today I want to work with some turquoise, but I also think that I would really like to have some more Anita's white metallic. So rather than start immediately by putting my stripes down the center, or off to one side has worked better for me lately. I'm pretty sure having this extra paint won't hurt anything. I kind of want to put them, instead of all in one place or off to the side, I kind of want to put them all the way across and see what happens. Which means I could be allowed to start in the center. So this turquoise is a metallic because I put golden iridescent pearl fine into Anita's Lake Blue. And then I used some Arteza Phthalo Green. And a thinner line. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. This is an Arteza Electric Blue, which is, I don't think it's iridescent, but it's definitely pearl. So a lot of times I don't have enough paint to go to both sides, but I like to make the quantities different in what I'm putting down. I need an accent color, so I'm just going to give it to myself. This is the Amethyst from Artist Loft. It's not discouraging me from wanting some of that Venetian blue. So there goes my turquoise theory again. Venetian blue is from Modern Masters. I'm going to put a little more there. I haven't done one of these this way. It looks more like plaid than anything right at the moment. I am going to allow myself to have a little bit of this mysterious that they do not make anymore that I wish they would, but I did accidentally come up with a recipe the other day and I didn't write it down, so don't ask. I'm sorry. I wish I had. I have some turquoise color shift from Folk Art. I'm not sure if it has a special name like Flash, like the purple does. This may or may not work. Chances are good that it might. I could probably usually make something work. And I've got some Chrysocolla, and that might be pushing the envelope at this point, but I don't think so. So Chrysocolla is from Color Art. It's a prism pour. It's very green and very shimmery when you mix it right. Do I need anything else? I always want to put some of my Hot Orchid from Color Art in there. I think I'm going to give myself some of the Neon Folk Art multi-surface. There, and the painting is done. Oh, darn. I wish I'd have thought of that earlier. Okay, well, never mind. I've got a swipe card. I've got a nice wide swipe card. And I'm using an olive boat today. I don't know how that's going to work, but I thought it might work well. So I'm going to try it. There's no silver and no gold. And I'm going to use my residuals to mix with other spaces. And the blue is already dominant. I do need a scrape dish. I should have thought of that. And I've got another one going already. I didn't put any white metallic across it. I want some. Let's see, what can I do? I can put some of that purple right there. Because I can. The name of my first book next to my second book on the Amazon link underneath the video, you will find the link tree, and that's where the Amazon stuff is. I'm going to leave some of those stripes. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to use that paint. There is maybe more paint than I need, because I put so many stripes in, but I'm not complaining yet because I really like what I've got. And I can go back and dip again because I really didn't. And use the Amsterdam Black as a cell activator, and it will. Now I've got smaller cards and I'm thinking about using them. I'm in love with what the purple did. The purple is the bomb. So, being that I know that this will dry darker, if I mix it with more black, I'm just going to steal a little bit of that. This time I'm going to put that paint right down on the edge. And I don't really need to do that. I need some more black. I've got plenty of paint residual on my card too, which makes it kind of hard to second guess what's going to come. But I forget. I'm beginning to understand that that Venetian blue on the Meeden, M-E-E-D-E-N, on the Meeden paint, the Venetian blue doesn't sink, but everything else does. Every other kind of paint the Meeden blue sinks on. Excuse me, that was backwards. The Venetian blue sinks on every other kind of paint, acrylic paint that I've tried, except for the Meeden. That's better. So my end is covered. And it is kind of turquoise. It's not doing too badly. I am going to look to see if I want to... Yep. And that blue covers really well. Wow. Just a little goes a long way. I'm going to have to watch myself. I'm glad I used GAC 800 by Golden mixed into all my paint mixes. Like, you can find the recipe below the video. And I always put some white near this neon purple because otherwise it basically darkens up until it's a burgundy, which is not it's not an unattractive color. I don't see much of that electric blue. It's definitely time to contemplate a smaller card, and I'm going to use my favorite little card. I didn't expect to use the purple like that. But I'm not complaining either. There's not going to be a lot of black left. But that's okay, because that was part of the plan. I wanted more white in this, and I got what I wanted. And I definitely need to go down through after I torch. I see I need to torch. I have enough paint in my dish so that if I pick it up with my card, I can press it up against the sides. If I wanted to. I don't mind them being black. I did the black because I like the black. But I also don't mind having them camouflage so that it looks like they blend in with the rest of the painting. So I definitely don't mind this. I have to pay attention to the fact that I had maybe a little more paint than I needed, but that's how I learn what I need. This end is covered for the most part. I don't want to vicariously cover everything that's black because I like the black, like I said. But I am going to torch in a second and tell you guys that there's almost 83,000 subscribers, excuse me, 93,000 subscribers and no brain cells left. And I love you all, and if you're new, please be welcomed, and if you're not new, I love you more. And if you're not subscribed, please join us. We'd love to have you. Definitely. I'll knock that right over the edge. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just dipping my card into my scrape dish. And so that's the amount of paint I wasted. And this is how well covered, let's see if I can do it without doing any disaster. This is how well covered my edges are. I'm not going to do that again. Little black spaces are allowed. So, that's a beauty. I left a couple lines in there. I like how they look geometric that way. I have beautiful cells. I want to let you guys know that I just made my 20th list of hundreds. So there are 2,000 videos and 20 lists, each with 100 on them. The 20th list is not filled yet. I just started it. But there are playlists, and you can find them on my YouTube channel by going to playlists, all playlists, created playlists. Let me get my stool and see if I can get up here and help you guys see the cells. These are my favorite right here. Nice color combination. Looks like bricks. I want to do a diagonal next, and I think I probably will. But good colors. That'll dry beautifully because the color shifts in there will be shimmery and shifty too. So Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, and my Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Totes and More, and Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors are all on the link tree along with my website underneath the video. It's the first blue link. Underneath the link tree, you're going to find my email address. If you are interested ever in making a purchase, it's the best possible way to support the studio. You need the hashtag and the file number from the video title. And other than that, just use my email And if you have an interest in taking a class at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, that's also the way to reach me. Please like my videos, give me a thumbs up. Share them if you can, watch them longer if you can, watch them with the commercials if you can, watch them when the notifications come out. All those things are a great assistance to me. So if you can't be a studio contributor to help the production of videos in that way, you certainly can in another. And if you are interested in helping produce videos, then donations through PayPal and Patreon, whose icons are on the lower right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner, and also the links will be on the link tree. You'll be automatically entered if you do happen to donate to help create videos. My paint pouring recipe is underneath Show More. You have to click Show More under the video to open it up, drop-down menu, and about halfway down you'll find my paint pouring recipe and some instructions about how I mix paint. Amazon. I have an Amazon link, and it's on the link tree, and I have 2 books there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. And all kinds of tools and wonderful other stuff. My community board is on my YouTube channel, and you can speak to me there. You can see what tomorrow's video is gonna be a lot of times. And I want to thank you guys for all the donations that help keep me painting all this time. And I want to thank you especially for the wonderful comments that keep my morale boosted. I really, really appreciate that. Look for the exhibition video. In the last 20 seconds of every video, I change out my exhibition video, and it runs all month long, and it shares with you what the prizes for the monthly drawing are. So I think I have told you almost everything that I can think of, other than the fact that I torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint. And I use GAC 800, and I mentioned that already, but it bears mentioning again. It keeps heavy paint from cracking. So, you guys take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. I love you much. See you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell talking through the timer at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, saying bye for now. Hope to see you tomorrow. I post every day.